because the reality of a YouTuber's life is that we are weird hermits holed up in our houses filming videos of ourselves. Oh, hello. Working from home recently because of a certain virus, doing your part as a citizen and quarantining yourself for the sake of others, and having your management put aside the bottom line and risk productivity in order to keep everybody safe? Well, I have some tips for you. This is a very strict rule that applies to everybody that works from home. As somebody that doesn't actually enjoy routines, I'm telling you now, it's actually super important to maintain a routine. And that includes brushing your teeth, washing your face. Some people go as far as doing their makeup for the day, and I don't do that. But for the sake of the rest of this video, and so you guys don't have to see this sorry face, I will be doing my makeup today. So for this one little part, you do need pants, but the second that you come back, you can take them off. Sometimes I do like to do exercises, and I either do yoga in the morning. It kind of, sets my posture a bit better. Thankfully, I have a dog, so I'm forced to go out and have some fresh air. Okay. Because of all the hand washing, I got a bit of dermatitis and my fingers are a little peely. It's kind of a combination of over dried and irritated skin, and it's really bad on my thumb. Excuse my bum finger. So I usually use my mornings to plan out my day, and depending on the day, it's either I'm filming or planning out what to film or editing. A lot of you don't know this, but I also freelance, and so it takes a lot of organization that I am still in the process of improving on. I find that the most effective way is to plan the day, the week, and the month. Month is like big picture things like what kind of videos do you want to upload every week. Weekly things include Wednesday I'm going to be filming, and then Thursday I'll be editing in order to get the video up by Sunday. And then when you boil it down to the day, it would include what kind of fulfillments do you have to do in terms of client work, and you should promote this video on Instagram stories. And my personal favorite at this time, shameless plug, is my TikTok. You can see my desk is a little messy. I need a step stool because I don't reach the ground. The desk is not really fit for me. Okay, this is her little desk setup. I have a laptop and I also work on the bed a lot, but then I also work on my desk. It kind of depends on the mood of the day. This laptop table is amazing. It has 3 joints that you can adjust. Also, sticking a piece of Velcro to your laptop. I learned this from a friend. I've had so many times where I drop my hard drive and then the cable yanks out the insides and then I break it. This way you can carry your laptop everywhere. You don't have to worry about balancing the hard drive on it. And then one more thing for somebody that works from home that's so important is a wrist guard. If you work on a computer full-time, carpal tunnel is real. And we don't want busted up wrists. The beauty of working from home is that you can have hot cooked food whenever you want. I don't normally have food this good looking, but this was my last meal before we decided to quarantine. And so this was a brunch eggs benedict. So because I eat breakfast pretty late, which is pretty much brunch, I don't really take a lunch break. So in terms of meals, I'll have my brunch and then work, and then throughout the day I snack. I have plenty of snacks on hand. I'm ready to go. I've been working from home for almost 4 years now. I think 100% of the people that I've talked to that are self-employed and working from home have this overriding sense of guilt that just never goes away. I always tell myself that I'm lazy, that I'm not doing enough work. I started giving myself a day off, like a full day off, where I don't do anything. Well, sometimes I'll like post on Instagram or whatever just for fun. It was actually really hard for me because I'd be itching. I'd have that guilt where I'd be like, okay, well, you could just put in like an hour or 2 right now. It wasn't a healthy relationship and I wasn't very productive anyways. So to give myself that full day actually in turn increased my productivity. Coming from somebody who does not enjoy routines, this has been the number one improvement for my overall workflow. Your workspace is also very important. I'm currently very messy, but I need my apartment to be clean or else it bugs me so much. Not that this applies at this time, but another tip is that when I am working from home, I like to schedule all of my in-person meetings or work dates where I like to work outside of the office. I like to schedule them all in 1 or 2 days of the week so that I can get it all done, because it does affect your productivity if you have a meeting in the middle of the day. But cabin fever is so real. So I have a group chat with other friends that work from home, and when we're not quarantining, there are days where we'll go out and work at a coffee shop together and we'll shoot some content just to get some social interaction. But it's also great to have opportunities to have shop talk. My favorite coworker is Netflix, and I let her talk all day and I don't say anything back, so there really is not a great relationship there. If you have a chance to see real humans, you gotta work on those social skills and get yourself out there. There are certain people in your life that aren't really gonna understand what you do, and they don't really, there's always that concept of like, you can set your own schedule, so they're gonna hit you up on the DMs. It's up to you. You can either set working hours for yourself and let people know I work during these hours and I don't do anything else. But for me, I just straight up tell people I'm working this day, or I'm working at this time and I can't do what you need me to do. And my career is very important to me, so I'm not gonna let anybody fuck with that. The last takeaway from all this is to definitely set boundaries for yourself. A trick that I use is to look at the clock, and the clock is not usually exactly at the hour on the dot. So then I tell myself, once I finish this hour, I can take a break. And a break could mean anything. It could be going on your phone for 10 minutes, playing with the dog for 10 minutes, or if you need like a full hour, go ahead. But make sure that you give yourself that time ahead of time instead of just saying, I'm gonna go on a break. It's really great to see people come together and be responsible and care for those that are vulnerable by staying in. And hey, now you can see what life is like for us. On my end, I'm going to increase production for content creation. I'm gonna do my best to put out more videos more often, do some live streams, and just keep you guys entertained. These are trying times for all of us, so if you are in a position of privilege, do reach out to others and try your best to help as much as you can. And if you have any tips on working from home, let me know in the comments below. You can find me on all sorts of social, Instagram, TikTok at Letitia Q. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye!